The president of the Family Research Council, Tony Perkins, joins us here tonight. Tony, thanks for taking time to all of the victims of this flooding, the tens of thousands in Louisiana. My heart goes out to you, that of millions of Americans. We all are with you, and we'll do what we can to help as best we can. There's so many people here who are hurting. It's incredible.
It is overwhelming, Lou, but folks across America are helping. One of the first calls I made was to Samaritan's Purse a week ago Sunday, and within 48 hours, Franklin Graham had sent a team down here, and they're now at the hub of the church where I'm serving as interim pastor. It's become the hub of this relief. People across the country are volunteering and coming down. We have an operation, not a single government dollar is involved. It's all the private sector, citizen helping citizen. Right. It's true the outcome of religious freedom. It is people coming from across the country to help their neighbor, inspired by their faith to do so. And where can we send a check? Where can we do something? Is there a website that we can use? Samaritan's Purse, Franklin Graham's, that is, of course, readily identified. How about for your church, for others in your region? Well, our church is Greenwell Springs Baptist Church, and we have a website, greenwellsprings.com, and we're accepting donations strictly for the relief effort. We're housing the volunteers at our site. Right. In fact, this afternoon, Sean Hannity was down doing his show as a result of Donald Trump coming. I had called Donald last week, his campaign, talked to Steve, and asked them to come down. And it was interesting. They didn't want to come because they didn't want to be perceived to be political. They came down and saying, we don't want media, we don't want press, we want to meet with the victims. And I will tell you, I think it showed a lot of leadership, and it showed the vacuum that we have in this country when it comes to leadership, because the president, as you said, was too busy on the golf course. Yeah, it's interesting. I was challenged on Twitter today by a troll, but he happened to work for the Atlantic magazine, saying that I was incorrect when I said the president and the Democratic presidential nominee had done nothing, while Donald Trump was taking action last week. It is, to me, I have to say, I am so disappointed. I have no reason to be disappointed because I had very low expectations, frankly, of the president. I assumed that at least the political motive would drive Hillary Clinton. It has not. There has been such to me, a slow response by the government here that I just don't understand it. Do you? It's been incredible. When I had to evacuate my home by boat and had to be taken in by a church member to spend the night with them, and our family was there, and the next morning I was telling my wife, I said, well, you know what, we probably will get a pretty good response from the government because we have one of the few democratically elected governors, or a Democrat elected governor under the tenure of Barack Obama, because everybody's gone the other way because of his leadership. I was shocked that he has not done more to help our Democratic governor And so, again, it's been a faith-based, private sector response. Donald Trump, I think, has shamed the president into coming down. I think the president coming here tomorrow is hoping the public will give him a mulligan, somehow saying, oh, to do this over again. Now, it's been a week and a half, and he's just now showing up. The relief effort's well underway, again, driven primarily by the private sector. Yeah, and I've got to tell you something. I think the governor of your state, Governor Edwards, did something so, to me, it just, I was offended by him, if I can use that expression, when he said to the president to give him cover that maybe it's too early for you to come, Mr. President, might put it off a few days, instead of moving now to move the resources of the government to focus the president and the media attention on the plight of so many Louisianans. I mean, your governor is a piece of work, Mr. Perkins. This is an overwhelming crisis. I mean, 60% of this parish was flooded. Livingston Parish, the adjoining parish, 80%. So many people displaced. We needed the media attention, and that's what Donald Trump brought. And so now America is focusing, and like Americans, they're generous, they're good people, they care for their neighbor. It's happening, and we would ask for more volunteers because this is going to be a long process of rebuilding. Well, we're going to, this broadcast is going to do what it can to
to donate money and to help out as best we can. Samaritan's Purse and greenwellsprings.com. Tony, I know you and your family and all of your neighbors, everyone there in the state, going through a lot. Our prayers and best wishes go out to you.
Thank you, Lou. Thanks for covering it.
Thank you, sir.